If you're interested in learning how to illustrate in kawaii style, stick around because I'm going to be showing you the basics of how to create your own kawaii characters. Hi everyone, welcome back to Haley K Studio. I'm Haley. I like to share Procreate tutorials for beginners, and in today's tutorial we're going to explore kawaii art and the basics of designing your own original character. We're going to go over things like kawaii proportions and expressions, as well as kawaii colors and lines, and then we'll go through the different things that you can draw in kawaii style, just a small collection of things using these characteristics of kawaii. By the end of this video, you'll know how to create a kawaii version of yourself, a cute animal, some food, and maybe even like a simple object. And this step-by-step guide will help you master those essentials of kawaii art right here in Procreate. And I'm going to be using my Kawaii Essentials brush set and drawing kit to draw some of these examples. So if you want to get started on kawaii art and you need like a jumping off point, go ahead and click the link below in the description and you can purchase that from my Etsy shop. So let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, let's talk about what makes something kawaii. And kawaii means cute in Japanese, and it's all about simplicity and soft colors and exaggerated features like big eyes, round faces, and tiny bodies. And they keep things playful and soft. And it uses a lot of colors like pastels, pinks, and blues, and some yellows. But that's not to say that these are hard and fast rules, such as the eyes. I tend to draw a very, very simple eye in my kawaii art, and sometimes you can draw those big eyes if you want to. And if you really like that kawaii style exaggerated eye with the shine marks and sometimes even sparkles, it's whatever you like best. So let's talk a little bit more about kawaii proportions. One of the most important parts of kawaii art is the proportions. So the cuter you want to make something look, the more exaggerated you want the head size and minimize the body size. A common ratio is a 3 head proportion where the head is almost as big as the entire body. This makes the character look super innocent and playful. But again, that's not a hard and fast rule because here's an example of my kawaii style otter, and he's got a pretty normal size proportion head for an otter, so do what feels right for you. And for animals or objects, you can apply the same rule. Something big proportion on top and compared to something small on the bottom, or the other way around. And just always remember less is more, and keeping these proportions simple and focusing on making everything look as round and soft as possible. I wanted to mention something about expressions and kawaii style expressions. Expressions are another key element of kawaii art. So whether you're drawing a character or an animal or even an object, the facial expression can either make or break how cute it is. Kawaii faces are typically very simple. So those big eyes, the small noses, and tiny mouths, sometimes you can even just nix a whole part of a face altogether. Like on this dragon and on this little piggy, they don't even have any mouths. And it kind of adds a little bit to the innocence of it. But the eyes in particular do a lot of the work to make the character feel cute and expressive. Like you can tell he's happy because his eyes have kind of curved upward and he's not just asleep. You don't think he's just asleep. You think he's having fun in the mud. And you don't need to add a lot of detail to show emotions in kawaii art. For example, to make like a frustrated look or a surprised look, you simply draw these little arrows pointed inward, and you can tell that this little penguin isn't totally happy with having a snowball hit his head. And there's always things you can do to add even more expression, like a simple line to show that he's kind of bored. Or if you have a little curved mouth, you can open it up as well. Of course, you can make them unhappy. It doesn't take a whole lot to make a pretty big impact with some simple lines on an expression. You can switch out the eyes and then switch through all of these different mouths that we just made, and it changes it completely. This one looks super excited. It no longer looks mad. But if you switch out the mouth for the line, now he looks super annoyed. And these are just super simple shapes, and they can make a big impact on the face of whatever object that you're drawing. Now let's talk about colors and line work. In kawaii art, the color palette is usually very soft and pastel. If you think pinks and blues, yellows, mint greens. Bright neon colors are usually avoided because they can feel a little harsh, or we're trying to make everything look very soft and very sweet. And when it comes to shading, you can try to keep shading very light or even just use a flat color to maintain that soft feeling. And when it comes to lines, use a smooth round brush for your outlines. And you can keep the lines thin, but you can also keep them really thick like I like to. Again, there's no hard and fast rules to all of this. It's whatever you like, and if it's cute and soft and cuddly looking, you've done it right. And using a brown instead of a black creates these soft lines and these light colors because they are your best friends when it comes to creating that perfect kawaii vibe. So now that we've gone over the basics of what makes a kawaii character, let's go ahead and start creating our own kawaii characters. So I want to start off by making a kawaii version of myself, and you can try this too. So we want to make the head big and a round shape, and we're going to exaggerate our features a little bit, especially with the eyes. You can choose to make them big and sparkly or a little bit simple, how I typically do it. We can add a fun outfit, and if you have distinct features like me being my glasses, you want to include stuff like that so people know that it's you. And as you draw, remember that kawaii art is all about keeping things simple, so don't worry about too much detail. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a cute version of myself, and go ahead and try a version of yourself as well. So as you can see, I tried to maintain that soft, sweet, and simple round shape to my face, and I tried to keep the proportions for my body, and I really tried to emphasize the cuteness. Way more cute than I really am in real life. I hope you like this one. So next we'll draw a kawaii animal. I'm gonna do a little doggy. So I'm going to show you two versions of this, so feel free to choose your favorite. So I want to draw a version that shows those very exaggerated proportions, so the big head and the little body, and then break the rules a little bit and have a more realistic proportion, but still with those kawaii features. So just find your way on how you like to do these. So I'm going to do a kawaii version of my parents' little puppy Jerry, and I hope you like this. So we exaggerated the little animal face, giving him big eyes and a round head and tiny little paws, and we kept everything simple. But then we have the one where we've broken the rules a little bit, and he's got proportions that are a little bit more even, or what you would see in real life. So it is whatever you like better. If you like to keep those very exaggerated kawaii proportions, or if you like to break the rules a little bit, but still give things a kawaii feel. So now for one of my favorite things to draw in kawaii style, and that is drawing kawaii style food. Food is so fun to make kawaii because you can add little faces on inanimate objects, and I don't always put faces on inanimate objects. Sometimes I just keep things just cute and pastel, and it still maintains that kawaii style. So I thought we would do something super simple, like a little milk carton, something run-of-the-mill, but you can make it instantly cute by adding the kawaii style to it. All we have to do is keep the line simple and the colors very sweet. So with just eyes, that small mouth, and adding some blush, you can instantly transform a basic food item into something super cute. So finally, let's go ahead and draw a kawaii object. I'm going to do a cloud. So for objects, you want to make sure that you keep everything rounded and smooth, just like with food, and a simple face and big eyes and a small mouth, like we've talked about. This helps bring a lot of personality to just an object. So just remember to choose soft pastel tones and make everything feel cohesive when you're making your kawaii art. And so there you have it, your very own kawaii creations. I hope you had fun learning about how to draw yourself, an animal, and food, or even just funny objects in the kawaii style. So don't forget to tag me on social media if you create something using this tutorial or the Kawaii Essentials brush set and drawing kit. I'd love to see your work, and I've linked my Instagram down below. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please hit the like button and go ahead and subscribe for more videos like this one. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!